Hello students, welcome to my channel Mathematic Exchange. My name is Sonali Chaudhary. This is part 2 of chapter 3, pair of linear equations in two variable series. Today we see NCERT exercise 3.2. So let us start with NCERT exercise 3.2. Since this exercise is based on the graphical representation and formation of the linear equations and checking of the consistency and inconsistency of the equation, so we start with exercise 3.2. So first question is, form the pair of linear equations in the following problems and find their solutions graphically. So in the first case, 10 students of class 10 took part in a mathematics quiz. If the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys, find the number of boys and girls who took part in the quiz. So we have to form the pair of linear equations and we have to find the solution graphically. So here in the first question, 10 students of class 10, they take part in the mathematics quiz and number of girls is 4 more than number of boys, and we have to find number of girls and boys who take part in the quiz. So we have to just first form the algebraic equations for the above situation. So just like in exercise 3.1, we form some equations. In the same way, here also we have to form the equations. So let us start. Now we have to take the number of boys in a one variable and number of girl in another variable. So let us take the number of boys. Let the number of boys be x and the number of girls be y. Now the first statement tells us that 10 students took part in mathematics quiz. 10 students means including boys and girls. So the number of boys are x and the number of girls are y, and a total of x plus y is 10. So the first condition we get from this first statement. So according to given condition, x plus y is equal to 10. So this is our first equation. Now the second statement in the question tells us the second condition to form the equation. If the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys, so the number of girls are y and it is 4 more than the number of boys, so the number of boys are x and it is 4 more, so we get the number of girls, that is y is equal to x plus 4. So this is our second equation. Now we have to find the solution by graphically only. We didn't solve this by the methods of solving the linear equation simultaneously. We just go by the graphical method. So in the graphical method, we have to find out 2 to 3 solutions for the each and every equation and plot the points on the graph and draw the lines. So just we go for this. So for first equation, we have to convert it in one variable. So y is equal to 10 minus x. Now we substitute different values of x. And for the corresponding values, we find out values of y. So x, y, x comma y. Now for this equation, we substitute x is equal to 4 here. So we get y is equal to 10 minus 4, that is y is equal to 6. So x is equal to 4, then y is equal to 6. 4 comma 6 our first coordinate. Second, when x is equal to 6, y is equal to 10 minus 6 is 4. So second is 6 comma 4. For third, we take x is equal to 5, so y is equal to 5. 10 minus 5 is 5. So this is our third coordinate. Now we go for second equation. Second equation is already converted in x variable, so just we substitute different values of x. So here we make table representing x and y values. x y. So for x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0 plus 4 is 4. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 4. Now for second, x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1 plus 4 is 5. So 1 5 is the second point. And the third, x is equal to 2, y is equal to 6. So this is another point, 2 comma 6. Now we represent the situation graphically and find out the solution. So obviously the two lines have to be intersected. So intersection point is nothing but the solution of the equations. So we plot the points on the graph paper. So let us draw. This is y axis. This is the x axis, origin. It is y dash axis and it is x dash axis. We first plot for the first equation. So 4 comma 6 is the first point. Denote it by point A, 4 comma 6. Next is 6 comma 4. So this is another point, that is B of 6 comma 4. And third is 5 comma 5. So this is point C of 5 comma 5. Let us join these three. So we join these 3 points. We plot for the second. So 0 comma 4. This is the point 0 comma 4. Let denote it by D. Next is 1 comma 5. E 1 comma 5. And 2 comma 6. F 2 comma 6. Again join these 3 points. So at some point we get intersection point of this line. So this is the intersection point, and if you draw it properly, so we get 3 comma 7 as the intersection point. Let us look at this. Suppose it is 7, so the 3 comma 7 is the intersection point. So this intersection point is nothing but the solution of the pair of linear equations. Represent the lines by the equation. So the first line is x plus y is equal to 10. This is x plus y is equal to 10, and second equation is y is equal to x plus. So in the last we write down the two lines intersect each other at the point. Suppose give this point name P at the point P of 3 comma 7. Therefore x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 7, and at the starting we have taken x the number of boys and y the number of girls. So the number of boys are 3 and number of girls are 7 who take part in quiz competition. So is the required solution of pair of linear equations. So here we write down, therefore number of boys is equal to 3 and number of girls is equal to 7. And if we check the condition that the number of girls are 4 more than number of boys, so if we add 4 to the 3 we get 7. So 3 plus 4 7. So our answer is exactly right. Second example of the first question, 5 pencils and 7 pens together cost rupees 50, whereas 7 pencils and 5 pens together cost rupees 46. Find the cost of one pencil and that of one pen. So in this question we have to find out the solution graphically. So the cost of 5 pencil and 7 pen is rupees 50 and that of 7 pens and 5 pens together is rupees 46. We have to find the cost of 1 pencil and the cost of 1 pen. For this we take the cost of 1 pencil be x and the cost of 1 pen be rupees y. So let us denote the cost of 1 pencil be rupees x and the cost of 1 pen be rupees y. So 5 pencils and 7 pens. So the cost of 1 pencil is x, then the cost of 5 pencil is 5x. So according to given condition, 5x plus 7y is equal to total is 50. So this is your first equation, and 7x plus 5y is equal to 46. This is second equation. Now we have to find out the solution graphically. So for finding out, we draw the graph. So first equation we convert in terms of y. So y is equal to 50 minus 5x upon 7. So we find out the coordinates of a point. The 2 points are also sufficient. So we take here only or find out only 2 points for x and y. So substitute here x is equal to, suppose we substitute here 10, then 5 tens are 50, then 50 minus 50 is 0. 0 by 7 is 0. So we substitute 10. Y is equal to 50 minus 50 by 7, that is y is equal to 0. So this is the first coordinate 10, 0. Now second we put x is equal to 3. So y is equal to 50 minus 5 3s are 15 upon 7. You have to substitute value of x such that after calculating the numerator it must be divisible by 7. So y is equal to 35 by 7, that is 5. 5 sevens are 35. So 3 5 is the next point. Similarly we go for the second equation, 7x plus 5y is equal to 46. So second equation, 7x plus 5y is equal to 46. Convert in terms of y, we get 46 minus 7x upon 5. So here represent the table which indicate the values of x and y for second equation. X, y, x, y. Now here again we have to substitute such value of x so that after calculating numerator it must be divisible by 5. So we substitute, if we substitute here 1, then 46 minus 7, that is we get 39 and it is not divisible by 5. So if we take 3, 7 3s are 21. 7 3s are 21 and 46, yeah. So y is equal to 46 minus 21 upon 5, which represent y is equal to 25. So here we get y is equal to 5. So here we have calculated x is equal to 3, y is equal to 5. Now we calculate for the second values. So we have to substitute 7 8s are 56. Okay. So let us take x is equal to 8. So y is equal to 46 minus 56 upon 5. So y is equal to minus 10 by 5, that is y is equal to minus 2. So for x is equal to 8, y is equal to minus 2, we get 8 minus 2. So here are the coordinates of the equation. So just we plot the points on the graph, join the points and find the intersection point of the two equations. This is y-axis and this is x-axis. So y dash, x dash, origin, now we plot for the first line. So 10 comma 0 is the first, so it lies on the it is 9 and it is 10. So 10 comma 0 is the first point. Let represent it by A. 3 comma 5 is the second point. Represent it by B. Join these 2 points. For the second equation, 3 5 is the first point. So again at the same point we get C of 3 comma 5, and 8 minus 2 is the second point. So this is 8 minus 2. So this is D of 8 minus 2. Now join these 2 points. So here we join. So join these 2 points, that is C and D. So suppose this is the point. So the intersection point is 3 comma 5. So the required solution is 3 comma 5. So write down the answer. The two lines are 5x plus 7y is equal to 50 and 7x plus 5y is equal to 46 intersect each other at the point, suppose P of 3 comma 5. Therefore x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 5 is the required solution. And at the starting we take the cost of one pencil is x, so the cost of one pencil is rupees 3 and cost of one pen is y, so it is rupees 5. So this is the answer. So question number 2 is, on comparing the ratios a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2 and c1 upon c2, find out whether the lines representing the following pairs of linear equations intersect at a point, are parallel or coincide. So in the first question we have given the equation 5x minus 4y plus 8 is equal to 0 and 7x plus 6y minus 9 is equal to 0. So these are the given equations. So we have to compare the ratios, and by comparing the ratios we have to find out whether the equation intersect at a point, are parallel or coincide. So we know that whenever a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, then the lines are intersecting lines. When a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2, then the lines are coincident lines. And a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is not equal to c1 upon c2, then the lines are parallel. So we check for this. So for this given system of equations is five x minus 4y plus 8 is equal to 0 and 7x plus 6y minus 9 is equal to 0. These two equations are already given in standard form. Now we find out a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2. So a1 is 5, b1 is minus 4, c1 is 8, a2 is 7, b2 is 6 and c2 is minus 9. Now we find out the ratios. So a1 upon a2 is equal to 5 by 7, b1 upon b2 is equal to minus 4 by 6, that is 2 to the 4 and 2 3 the 6, that is minus 2 by 3, and c1 upon c2 is equal to 8 upon minus 9. So all these ratios have different value here. So we here write down a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. So the lines are intersecting lines. Therefore given lines are intersecting lines. Second question is 9x plus 3y plus 12 is equal to 0 and 18x plus 6y plus 24 is equal to 0. Now given system of equations is 9x plus 3y plus 12 is equal to 0. We can give it one number, and 18x plus 6y plus 24 is equal to 0 is the second equation. Now again these are in standard form. So a1 is 9, b1 is 3, c1 is 12, a2 is 18, b2 is 6, c2 is 24. Now we find out the values for the ratio. So a1 upon a2 is equal to 9 by 18, that is 1 by 2. b1 upon b2 is equal to 3 by 6 is equal to 1 by 2. And c1 upon c2 is 12 by 24, it is again 1 by 2. So all these ratios are having equal value, that is, so a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2, and we know that upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2, then the lines are coincident lines. Therefore equation 1 and 2 represent coincident lines. Now third one is 6x minus 3y plus 10 is equal to 0 and 2x minus y plus 9 is equal to 0. So given equations are 6x minus 3y plus 10 is equal to 0, that is the first, and 2x minus y plus 9 is equal to 0, that is the second equation. Again we find out the values of a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2. So a1 is 6, b1 is minus 3, c1 is 10, a2 is 2, b2 is minus 1, c2 is 9. So a1 upon a2 is equal to 6 by 2 is 2 3 is 6, that is 3. b1 upon b2 is equal to minus 3 upon minus 1, that is 3. And c1 upon c2 is equal to 10 upon 9. So from these ratios we can say that a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is not equal to c1 upon c2. So the lines are parallel. Since this ratio a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is not equal to c1 upon c2, therefore lines 1 and 2 are parallel lines. Question number 3. On comparing the ratios a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2, find out whether the following pair of linear equations are consistent or inconsistent. So we have to compare the ratios for a1 upon a2 and b1 upon b2 and c1 upon c2, and by considering the equalities and inequalities we have to check whether the equations are consistent or inconsistent. So if a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, then the lines are intersecting lines, and for intersecting lines the equations are consistent. The second condition is if a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is not equal to c1 upon c2, then the lines are parallel, and the condition for linear equation is inconsistent. And the third is for a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2, that is the linear equations or the lines are coincident and the equations are consistent. So these three conditions are there, and from these three conditions we have to tell whether the equations are consistent or inconsistent. So student, let us start with the first problem. So the given pair of equations are, the given equations are 3x plus 2y is equal to 5, this is first equation, and 2x minus 3y is equal to 7, this is second equation. Now in this question number 2 we already learned how to find out a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2. Similarly in this case also we have to find all these values. So we write down here the values of a1, a2. a1 is 3, b1 is 2 and c1 is minus 5. Because these equations we have to convert in the standard form, that is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So we have to transfer this constant on the left hand side. So obviously we have C1 is equal to minus 5. Now for the second equation, A2 is 2, B2 is minus 3 and C2 is again minus 7, because 7 has to be transferred on the left hand side. Now we have to compare the ratios. So take the ratios first. So A1 upon A2 is equal to 3 by 2. B1 upon B2 is equal to 2 upon minus 3, that is minus 2 by 3, and C1 upon C2 is equal to minus 5 by minus 7, that is 5 by 7. So if we compare all these ratios, so all the values are different from each other. So here we write down A1 upon A2 is not equal to B1 upon B2. So the first ratio, if we take, the values are not equal here. Hence, the lines are intersecting lines, and for the intersecting lines, the equations are consistent. Hence, the pair of equation x plus y is equal to 36. This is our first equation. Now second condition is length is 4 meter more than its width. So length we taken as x is 4 meter more than its width. So width is y and it is 4 more than y. So y plus 4 is equal to x. This is our second condition. So x minus y is equal to 4. Transfer this y on the left hand side. So x minus y is equal to 4 is our second equation. Now we have to find the dimensions of the garden. Dimensions mean length and breadth. So we have to solve this problem by the graphical method only. So for this we consider equations 1 and 2, convert in terms of y, find the values of x and y, plot the graph, and intersection point represent our dimensions. So we consider the first equation. So we get y is equal to 36 minus x. We convert in terms of y. Now we substitute the value of x and we get the values of y. So for this, make a table which represent x and y values. So we substitute if x is equal to, suppose we substitute here 20, then y is equal to 36 minus 20, we get 16. So 20, 16 is the first point. If x is equal to, we suppose substitute 24, then y is equal to 36 minus 24 is 12. So for x is equal to 24, we get 12. So this is for first equation. Now same we have to calculate for second equation. So we get from second equation minus y is equal to 4 minus x. So y is equal to x minus 4. Now again we consider the values of x. If x is equal to 5, y is equal to 1. So 5, 1 is the first point. If x is equal to 6, y is equal to 2. 6, 2. Now we represent this graphically. Take the scale of 2. Now we plot the points. This is x dash axis and this is y dash axis. So the first point for the first equation is 20, 16. So 20, 16. Let represent it by a 20, 16. Next point is 24, 12. So this is our second point, 24, 12. Join these points. Now for this second equation, we have 5, 1 and 6, 2. 5, 1. So the middle point between 4 and 6 represent, middle line represent the point 5 between 4 and 6. So the first point is 5, 1. So this is the first point, C of 5, 1. And second is 6, 2. Let this is the D of 6, 2 point. Now join these points and extend it so that it intersect at the first line. And this point of intersection represent, suppose it is represented by E. When we draw the graphs of the equations 1 and 2, the two lines intersect at the point. So we have given the name of point of intersection, that is E. Intersect at the point E of 20, 16. So here we get x is equal to 20 and y is equal to 16, and x represent length. So length is equal to 20 meter and y represent width. Width is equal to 16 meter. So these are the dimensions of the rectangular garden. Question number 6. Given the linear equation 2x plus 3y minus 8 equal to 0, write another linear equation in two variables such that the geometric representation of the pair so formed is first intersecting lines, second parallel lines, and third coincident line. So we have given the one linear equation, that is 2x plus 3y minus 8 equal to 0, and we have to write another linear equation in two variables so that the geometrical representation of the pair of these two equations shows that they are intersecting lines, they are parallel lines, they are coincident lines. So we know the conditions of intersecting lines, parallel lines, and coincident lines, and we go by considering a1, a2, and b1, b2, and c1, c2 values. Given linear equation is 2x plus 3y minus 8 equal to 0. See, this is the first given linear equation, and for this linear equation we have to form another linear equation that represent intersecting lines, parallel lines, and coincident. So for first, we know that for intersecting lines the condition for the ratio is a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. So we form another linear equation in two variables such that a1 upon a2 and b1 upon b2 must be equal. So just consider any of the values of a2 and b2 so that their ratios are not equal. So here we take, suppose, another linear equation is 5x plus 2y minus 9 equal to 0. So if we consider the values of a1, a2, and b1, b2, we get a1 upon a2, that is 2 by 5, and b1 upon b2, that is 3 by 2. So obviously this condition gets satisfied over here, hence their geometrical representation shows that they are intersecting lines. So this is for intersecting lines. Now we have to same form for the parallel lines. So second, for parallel lines we know the condition. So for parallel lines we have a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 not equal to c1 upon c2. So for the first equation we have to consider another equation that have the values a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 and not equal to c1 upon c2. So for the first equation we have to form a pair. Therefore another linear equation is six x plus 9y plus 7 is equal to 0. So if we compare the ratios, for the first equation we have a1 is 2 and a2 is 6. So a1 upon a2, that is 2 by 6, is 1 by 3. Similarly b1 upon b2 is 3 by 9, that is 1 by 3. And c1 upon c2, that is minus 8 upon 7. So this condition gets satisfied over here. So this linear equation shows the parallel lines with the first equation. Now we go for third. Third is coincident line. So for coincident lines, we have a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2. So another equation of line may be taken as, we can form infinitely many number of lines. So another equation we take 4x plus 3y minus 16 is equal to 0. So if we compare a1 upon a2, so a1 is 2, 2 by 4 is 1 by 2, b1 upon b2 3 by, so another equation is 4x plus 6y minus 16 is equal to 0. Now this equation form coincident lines with the given equation. Question number 7. Draw the graphs of the equations x minus y plus 1 equal to 0 and 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. Determine the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines and the x-axis and shade the triangular region. So we have to draw the graph of these two equations and we have to find the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines with the x-axis. So we have to draw the graphs, and after drawing the graphs, whatever the figure we get, we have to shade the triangular region that is formed by the x-axis. So we have to first draw the graph of the given equations. So pair of linear equations are x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. This is the first equation. And second is 3x plus 2y minus 12 is equal to 0. This is our second equation. Now we have to form the coordinates of the x and y. So from 1 we get minus y is equal to minus 1 minus x. So y is equal to x plus 1. So in table we represent the values. It's just simple equation. We directly represent in the tabular form. So for x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2. And for x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3. Similarly, for second equation, we get 2y is equal to 12 minus 3x. So y is equal to 12 minus 3x upon 2. So again we represent in tabular form. So here we consider the value of x as 0. So 2 6 are 12. It becomes 12. So 12 by 2 is 6. 0. It gets 6. 0 comma 6. Second we consider here 2. So x is 2. So 3 2 are 6. 12 minus 6. 6. 6 by 2 3. So this is another point. Now represent this on the graph paper. Now plot the points. First is 1 comma 2. So this is 1 comma 2. 2 comma 3 is the second point. So B of 2 comma 3. Join these lines. Join these points by a line. Now for the second equation 0 6. So this is your point P of 0 comma 6 and 2 comma 3. So this is again the same point we get on the first line. So Q of 2 comma 3. Join these points. So we have to shade a triangular region that is formed by these lines with the x-axis. So if you extend this line, then we get this triangular region with the x-axis. So you have to shade this triangular region. Just shade it and determine the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle. So we have to determine the coordinates. So this is the first point. This is second point. Suppose B, C, and this is third point, that is D. And we have to determine the coordinates of C and D. For B we have already get, that is 2 comma 3. Now for C, just observe the points you get, and for D we get near about 4 comma 0, because all these points are not plotted by the scale, it is rough sketch. So if you plot it properly, you get this D having coordinate 4 comma 0, and now the coordinates for point C minus 1 comma 0. So C is having the coordinate minus 1 comma 0. When we plot the points for equation 1 and 2, we get the graph as shown above. The coordinates of the triangle form, hence the coordinates of the triangle are B, C, D are our 3 points. So B is having 2 comma 3, C is having minus 1 comma 0, and D 4 comma 0. So B of 2 comma 3, C of minus 1 comma 0, and D of 4 comma 0. This complete NCERT exercise 3.2. Thanks for watching.